I had an idea here. This is the same match that I did before, right? So on my last feed, this is the match that I showed before, and I had just tagged in, right, and then the match cut, and I wanted to kind of dive into this spot a little bit more. This match was from 2012, end of the year 2012, almost 10 years ago. Okay, and then as you can see there, we tried to do a Shikara spot, some kind of Shikara spot. Guys, I wasn't the biggest fan of the idea of it, and I remember Robbie Page, who is in the ring now with the face paint on. I remember him not being a very big fan of it, you know. And that's why the spot looked a little weird. But right here, I am mixing it up with Robbie Page, who at this time I'm very close with. We're training together all the time, like every day. And that's no exaggeration. This man was at my house every morning, Monday through Friday, for a year of my life, 2012. And as you can see, that was a piss poor back body drop on my end. Very nice little spear there into the corner. I was very much so working hard at this time. I remember this being a very fun time of my career. I was having so much fun. I was 23 years old, traveling all over Pennsylvania at this time, West Virginia. You know, I believe that was, maybe it was the next year, was the first year that I broken into like the Virginias of the world. But in 2012, that was really the year. A big dive to the outside. I go crashing down. That was really a big year for me. But ladies and gentlemen, you have come here today for some Extreme Warfare. And that is what you're going to get today. Just checking the feed here, making sure it looks nice and centered there. But hey, man, looks real good. The last time that we were here, we were doing the let me get this desktop audio out of here. Okay, yeah, the last time that we were together, we were doing the ECW. So I wouldn't mind revisiting the ECW in the future, but today we are going to do something that I've always wanted to do, and now that I am streaming kind of on a consistent basis, I think that it's very much so time to start a new promotion. Yeah. So something really cool that I used to do back whenever I was a kid playing this game is I would go into the editor and I would just create a like a national promotion. I would never make it global. Never make it global because way too much going on. And you know, it's like once you get global, you've already made it. What's the fun in that? I mean, I guess you could just keep playing out cards and everything, and then waiting to buy out every single last company and everything. And I don't know anybody on the mother effing planet who would do that. For one, you would have to be an insane man to want to treat Extreme Warfare like that. But today we are going to do something that I've always wanted to do. So, and that is, no more further ado, you go into the file editor, you create a brand new promotion, and we will make it a national promotion. I'm begging my friend to watch me here on Twitch, so it gets me higher in the algorithm. Brother, I don't know how Twitch works. I don't know how we're gonna get some viewers, but yeah, but I'm getting my buddy to tune in so we can get some viewers here. So maybe we can go up in the algorithm. But the new promotion, what should its name be? Twitch.tv/Travis Dufour. That is the link to the show. But anyway, what should the name of the promotion be? That is the question. So we're gonna do Phoenix Pro Wrestling. Let's do wrestling. Let's do wrestling. And then the initials, PP, W. Hold on, let me check the feed here. Sometimes you gotta. So the money that we'll start out with, we can make it how much ever we want. 10 mil? That's, yeah, that's 10 mil. No, that's just 1 million. We should probably hand ourselves about 20 mil. We might need $20 million to start this promotion. Seems fair. And we will keep the image at a 10. Now, if it goes below a 10, we risk being dropped to a cult promotion. That means we lose national sponsorships. That means people treat us like we're shit. But either way. So our image will be at a 10. We don't really need to focus on really anything else. I mean, risk-wise, we will, you know what, we're going to make this a pretty edgy company. It's 1997. All these other Bush League companies, you know, they're trying to be edgy, but, you know, we're going to show them a thing or two. Being a national promotion, our advertising needs to be rather high. So does our merchandise. So I guess, I said 2 seconds ago, that's all we got to do, brother. No, there's some other things we have to do. So developmental territory, being a national promotion, we can actually do that because there's going to be wrestlers out there that won't necessarily be up to par, right? Like, we might see like AJ Styles out there. We're not going to want to sign him and just go ahead and start using him. We might want to put him in a developmental camp of some kind for realism's sake. So, we'll try to be as realistic as possible. I especially like the situations that happen, if Scott Hall shows up drunk, we will treat it like a real situation. He will go to rehab, guys, and we'll do the right thing. But the developmental territory for Phoenix Pro Wrestling is called and so we will call it in progress, right? So like, we're in progress of a name, but it's also kind of like a play on words. And it's these wrestlers are in progress. So it makes sense to me. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we will. So now we have made the promotion. We're not going to be adding anybody to it. We're just going to start a new game file with Phoenix Pro Wrestling. Guys, we will put it on easy to at least start. And if there is a big uproar in the people that follow the channel, which we are getting a Twitter very soon. We actually already have a Twitter. It's the same Twitter I've been using the last 13 years. And I'm going to make it this channel's Twitter. Why? Because I'm lazy. Maybe I will make this channel its own Twitter. But as of right now, the new Twitter is going to be my Twitter. But either way, so we will name our username TraviDo5. Because when one's not enough, you do 5. So, okay. Look at that. Clean slate. Public image at a 10%. You got 20 million right out the gate. This is a fantasy promotion. Who do you book? Who's available in 1997? 1997 fantasy PPW baby. Do we have a Adam Cole fan in the house? Adam Cole. I almost didn't remember his name. Unbelievable, man. You stop watching wrestling and then you forget these guys' names. 1997 fantasy PPW. Yeah, there you go. And loading. The old WWF, man. You remember that logo? That brings back some memories. Oh, Mankind falling off the cage. That was the logo at the time. Let's get Bam Bam Bigelow. Brother, let's just go straight to hiring guys. First of all, getting Bam Bam Bigelow, who is currently unemployed. First of all, an overness of 64. He's going to be great in the mid-card. Because you have to remember, this is a national promotion. But getting Bam Bam Bigelow is doable on a written contract. We will get him for 2 years. And brother, per month, 20 grand. That's pretty good for the times. 1997, 20. So 20, you guys do the math. It's a good bit of money every year. So for any future viewers, if you do have any suggestions for the roster or a match or an angle or a feud, please, by all means. Now, hey, let me reserve the right to be the Vince McMahon and tell you, no, this is what's going down. But for the most part, I'm going to do what you guys tell me to do. So, like I was saying with the developmental, guys like AJ Styles. In 1997, nobody knows who this man is. And his abilities aren't that great. So we will sign him, but he's going to be on a developmental deal. Let's go ahead and get him for 5 years, and we will keep him at $0. He will live in Orlando, Florida with his family. Will he make it to TV? I don't know. But being a national promotion, we do have to hire a good bit of wrestlers. So, you have Lita here. She is undiscovered. We can go ahead and kind of fill up the developmental territory. $5 and no money. He will sell hot dogs and Slurpees. Brother, Slurpees were a hot thing at the time. 1997, I don't know if they were any hotter. Hot dogs, too. In 1997, baseball was very popular. Very popular. But, we're not going to be putting scumbag Axel Rotten on our roster. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Axel Rotten. He did pass away just a couple years ago. We have plenty of guys, man. Okay, so let's think about the main roster. Anybody with a 50-ness of a 50 overness, a 50-ness, do you hear that? Or higher, we will consider. I want to see exactly how many wrestlers there are, and see that list right there? Not many. This is who we're working with right here. Now, and I don't mind trampling on other promotions' toes either. If we have to take, for example, you've got a, I just saw him, Rob Van Dam. Like, I would love to bring Rob Van Dam to this promotion. But as you can see, he has an open contract right here with the old ECW. Now, I'm probably going to run Ramshot on ECW and take most of their roster. I'm just being honest with you. They have the most talented guys. They have some of the most over guys for the period. But if we want to really narrow it down for the main event, kind of book back from the end to the beginning, we could, okay, so if you're talking national, you're a national promotion. Antonio Inoki, he is 54 years old. He doesn't have many years left on him, but his charisma is a 95, and a brawl of 66, that's not terrible. But it's not great. We could probably do a retirement angle with him as well. 128, look at that, $128,000 for Antonio Inoki. Now, if we do that, we have to make sure that we're making really good deals with the lower and mid-card guys. I mean, we really need to fuck them like bad. And if anybody wants too much money, we just can't have them. So, but we are going to go ahead and get Antonio Inoki. $141,000 for 2 years. You're going to have to offer me more than that to sign a written contract. You greedy fuck. How about if I offer you creative control? That is an option. Creative control. Make contract offer. You're gonna have to offer me more than that. Okay. $155,000. Hell you, Ray. Oh my god. Such good memories, man. No, I'm trying to do a funny yeehaw accent, because old people like to be funny and shit. Brother, I remember the skit. And you wrote it. But that tells you how good the skit was. I remember the skit. Antonio Inoki, $155,000. He is the first talent. See, if I was Tony Khan of AEW, I'd be just fucking hopping on there. The first signing, Antonio Inoki. Oh, God. Okay, so let's kind of address this one by one. It's called creative control. And I want some of it. My bowels. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I'm going to leave up some of this to the chat here. Bruno Sammartino, what are you thinking here? He's got an overness of 86. Just to kind of gauge what else we're looking at, Rodman's 87, Warriors 85. National promotion, we need stars. Are we going to go ahead and hire all these guys? I mean, Dennis Rodman included. Bruno is 61 years old. He's not going to be around much longer. Not in the wrestling business, at least. So they're going to do a retirement angle with him. He cannot burn. Okay. So, well, see, that's the thing. If you're a non-wrestler, you can only bump on pay-per-views. Let's see what Bruno Sammartino is. He is actually an active wrestler. So if we sign Bruno Sammartino, he would be bumping. every time we booked him in an angle or an interview or anything like that where he gets attacked, he takes a bump off the stage through a table. Old Bruno Sammartino, 61 years old. Fuck it, let's go ahead and get Bruno Sammartino on the roster. I'm sure Vince McMahon would not be a fan of this. He never wants Bruno Sammartino to show his face again. All right, we got Bruno Sammartino for $83,000. Dennis Rodman. Now, he has a great charisma, and he's actually 35 years old. So, if you played your cards right, and if we booked accordingly, we could put a dude who is in an overness of somewhere in the 70s, like low 70s, and we could have Rodman keep putting him, well, not keep putting him over, not just straight losing to him, but having like a feud with somebody. So there's ways that you can use Rodman. We'll have to do a search for King. Look at the fucking money Rodman's making, $200,000, and he wants more. We're gonna have to do a search for Kim Jong-un. Am I saying that correctly? I don't want to disrespect the heritage there. Kim Jong-un. Sorry, that worker cannot be found in the database. That's okay, man. That is A-okay. So the Ultimate Warrior at this time in 1997, just to kind of catch you up, it is 1997 in this game, and the Ultimate Warrior is 37 years old. Do we want to be the pristine? What am I trying to say here? Just having the honor of having the Ultimate Warrior's final days, his last matches. We could really make a lot of money off merchandise with that. Now, one thing I do want to look at, view EWRevenge.com profile. This will tell us if the dude's a fucking asshole or not. American 37-year-old warrior is a brawler, currently accepting independent bookings. The heavyweight grappler who uses the running splash as a finisher is a well-liked and respected person in the locker room. Whoever made this fucking file, they messed up the Ultimate Warriors. They should add that. Plus, I hear he has control of the elephants. Dude, he laid down on the lawn and let them run over him. A stampede of animals in preparation for WrestleMania. He seriously did that. Look it up. The dreaded running splash. Yes, dude. We need him on our roster. There's no doubt about it. We have already signed. I'll get you up to speed here in a minute. We'll take a look at the roster. But the year is 1997. This is a custom promotion. And one of the cool things about it is that there's not many guys out there that are free agents in 1997. So creating a promotion is probably going to be difficult. One that doesn't suck total ass. So $130,000. And like I said before, we have spent a lot of money on 4 guys. We're going to have to pay the next guys fucking peanuts. And I hate to say that. But you know goddamn well Kurt Hennig isn't going to come in for peanuts. If whoever made this scenario did it right, the Steamboats, the Harley Races, all of these guys are going to be wanting some money. So now we can kind of narrow it down. Who do we want to make the meat and potatoes of the show? Obviously, Raven in 1997. Wow, he was 34 years old in 1997. That's unbelievable. Tommy Dreamer, say no more, fam. Say no more. Open contract with ECW. He's got a decent charisma. The brawl is where it's at. We're going to go ahead and get him. Go F yourself. We are a national promotion. So he's not even going to probably talk to Paul Heyman. He's just going to jump. And $23,000. Bro, Tommy Dreamer for 23 grand whenever I know Dennis Rodman is walking out the door with 200 grand? That's fucked up. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get Raven on the roster because he's obviously going to be a meat and potatoes guy. Brawl is an 83, Charisma 94. You can literally put him in anything. We're going to need to have Raven on our roster. Especially, he's going to be able to get overness pretty quick. How much is Kurt? That is a good question. We will take a look at him afterward. Dude, low price for Raven in 97? No, I mean, it makes sense. He had no stock in 97. Thank you. Yeah, that is a solid question. And having a 35-year-old, no, I'm acting like we're going to sign a bunch of young guys. It's 97. These are going to be all old guys. But how much is he? 71. That's not bad for a guy like Kurt Hennig. Plus a charisma of 88 will really be able to push him against anybody in this game. Technical being a 74, he's not going to be a schlub. Let's see if he's a dickhead in the locker room. No, he's not. He's well-liked and respected. At this time, Kurt Hennig is doing cocaine. So is he well-respected? He is because he shares. That's rude. So 85. Will you do it for 83? Yeah. First time's free. Oh my god. 81K? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's try 80. Nope. He's wanting more. Fucking greedy, dude. Your career's on the downhill, brother. You're not signed to anybody. You should take what you can get, right? All right, so let's kind of narrow it down here. Like the Harley Races of the world, I don't know if we even need a guy like that. Jimmy Snuka, I mean, 54 years old, guys. Maybe we could skip on a guy like that. I mean, I don't want to. Probably Sabu probably will take peanuts. I just don't want to overload the roster with like a bunch of the older guys because, I mean, we might as on whenever we get a TV deal, we might as on call it, fucking old school days of wrestling. Now though, but now still, here comes Sergeant Slaughter, fucking Ricky Steamboat. Well, he's 44 years old, and he's probably a non-wrestler. Yeah. So do we want to hire Ricky Steamboat as the face of our company? Ponder that in the comments and let me know. Ricky Steamboat, 75 charisma. He is a non-wrestler over at 79. Should he be signed? Shane Douglas, I think so. Charisma 91. He's great. This company is... You would pass on Speedboat. You would pass on Speedboat. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, there might be somebody who is way less over, but way higher charisma that we can put in that spot. So, yeah, this company is becoming ECW really fast. I'm going to try... Whoa, he said, sorry, you're going to have to offer more than that. And it's not just that. He had more to say. Fucking asshole, Shane Douglas. I could earn more by continuing my independent work. Brother, I didn't ask you about your independent work. Like, he's being an asshole. Jesus Christ, dude. How about 27 then, you dickhead? Oh, wow, 2 more grand. I mean, but in 1997, if a man was like, yeah, two more $1,000 a month, I'd be like, absolutely. Did somebody say, yeah, okay, so Sabu will take peanuts and look at all that. View his profile. He's a well-liked and respected person in the locker room. Maybe this dude just did default stats for everybody, which would be, kind of shit if you're... Well, I mean, it's not shit, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, is everybody well-liked and respected? So, yep, he's working for peanuts. 21 grand. How about 22? 23. He's in. Sabu's in. Right. Whenever you offer the 2 hot dogs, most of the time they will take it. It is 1997. Sparkplug Bob Holly. Was he still a thing in 1997? Well, okay, so we don't want Sandman. We don't want really any more of these guys, I guess. That was a strikeout with Ricky Steamboat. So Steamboat's off the tables. Let's go ahead and reset criteria. We will maximize the charisma to anybody with an 80 or higher charisma. And, okay, so let's go even higher. Anybody with a 90 charisma or higher. So here's some potential people for our, face of the company. Our Vince McMahon. Is it Rick fucking Rude? A charisma of 95? Is he coming out talking about sweat hogs and shit? And he's making the cards too? The next match is these 2 sweat hogs. Okay. He would probably be super disrespectful at the time. Prototype, which is, in the comments, who is Prototype? Kissing people's ladies and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. We could run angles like that. Thank you. Yes. We have a very smart fan in the house. That was John Cena. Kurt Angle. We could get, hey man, we can get Kurt Angle at a young age, 28 years old. Yeah. That's young enough. Right before anything even happened to Kurt, absolutely 5 whole years at $5,000. How about 10 grand? How about 2 years at $5,000? There you go. See, if I was legitimately, bartering with these guys, that's how I would do it. Okay, so we have found our dude. Didn't we? Do we want Rick Rude or no? Because we just signed Kurt Angle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a PR nightmare. Well, are we gonna hire fucking Jeff Hardy to do our deal? I think Kurt Angle, he should probably be the type that would go on to a winning streak. If you were to do a winning streak angle, Kurt Angle would probably be that guy. We will come back to the general manager. How about that? And we will look at the guys of overness of 55 to 70, because we still need some meat and potatoes guys. Like, we need some guys to book. We got our main event. Anybody who's going to be in the main event, well, we might find some guys here in a moment. But we pretty much have our main event. Now, I want to rear way back from ECW and see. We'll go down the list here. I really want to see if there's somebody who's not in ECW who's worth a fuck. You know what I mean? Alpha, 54 years old. If you still wrestle, I will put you on the damn roster. But if you're a non-wrestler, no. Manager. Well, you don't wrestle. You found the loophole, but you don't wrestle. We could make him a main eventer, but we're not going to do that. That would be ridiculous. Moving on. So, Demolition Axe at this time is 49 years old. We could have Demolition, which is one of my favorite tag teams ever. In 1997, bro. In 1997, if Axe and Smash would have gotten in the gym, decent diet, tried to, shaping up, 49 years old, they could have probably done 97 well. So with that being said, people will get released along the way too. Like, yeah, that's true. That's true. We should keep an open mind that after we do our sponsorships and whatnot, the next day there could be some dope wrestlers released. We do want to make sure that we snatch up as many people as we can right now, because the next day, man, a lot of people are signed to contracts. Like Rob Van Dam, he might get signed. You know what I mean? So, but that's not saying that we want Rob Van Dam. But I feud them with the Bushwhackers. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, man, who's to say the Bushwhackers in the same year made the same comeback, the same story? Veteran tag team of the 80s making a big comeback. So Axe and Smash, are they different ages? Smash is 37. So if this goes well, we could tell Axe to go fuck himself, keep Smash, and that's looking into the future. Let's kind of let's take it easy here. 2 years and you will get $13,000 a month. And my checks don't bounce, brother. Old Paulie's does. Do we want Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley? Do we want that? Let me know in the Chizat. And Dan Severn's out there. He would bring some legitimacy to the company. 38 years old. He's already had his... I believe he's already had his WWF run. No, he hasn't. Man, when the hell was Dan Severn in the WWF? I believe it was 98. Ken Shamrock was there at the same time, and I don't remember what damn year it was. I want to say it was 98. But we would be catching Dan Severn at a great time. So maybe we could bring in just Devon. Dude, that kind of opens it up for some creativity down the line if we wanted to just hire Devon. Like, what would the world be like in 97 if Devon got like this huge push in a national company somewhere? He's a workhorse. No, he is. I think everybody's a big fan of his selling. I like that idea. I think that we are going to keep it in our memory banks that Devon Dudley is going to seriously get his due in this company. So Devon Dudley. I was trying to address Dan Severn. Let me know in the comments, in the chat here, about Dan Severn. Now, Dan Spivey. I actually saw a documentary about Dan Spivey on YouTube recently, and they covered all of his matches, and he just wrestled mainly like job guys. He wasn't that great. He had a couple impressive moves, but maybe not for this. No real creativity with a guy that I don't have too much knowledge about. You know what I mean? You got Doink the Clown, which we could hire him and then rename him Matt Bourne, or we could just fucking use Doink the Clown. Vince McMahon's giving us the call, asking us if we want to get our asses sued. Severn, yeah. Yeah, old Danny, and you know what? Guys like Dan Severn, he's the reason why you freaking hire managers in the first place in this game. It gives the managers a good purpose. It depends what kind of promotion you want. Yeah, we're kind of shaping it right now. I guess once we get the roster, we'll have a better idea of like what the tone is, what the tone of the shows will be. So we'll actually come back to this real quick. Let's go to the roster real quick so I can show you that. This is who we have right now. Now we have a developmental territory that guys like AJ Styles, Amy Dumbass, Lita, otherwise known as Lita, she's in there as well in the developmental. Antonio Inoki, now he's like the big star. He's gonna be one of the big stars of the promotion. He's got the gimmick unique, 82 overness, charisma is a 95. I don't know how many fucking interviews this dude's gonna be doing, but yeah. So, as you probably saw, we got Axe and Smash. Bam Bam Bigelow was requested by the chat, and so we got Bam Bam Bigelow on the roster. More than I would love to see Bam Bam in '97 have a huge heel monster effing run. I would love to see that. Bruno Sammartino. Now he's another one. This is a national promotion with an image of 10, so I needed to hire as many just over guys as possible. So we're gonna try to think of some way that we can, really use Bruno before, because as you can see, he's 61 years old before he leaves. See what happens there. I've never done a retirement angle in the game before, and I've been playing 20 years. Kurt Hennig. Obviously, we need veterans on the roster who can fucking go. And he does the job. 88 plus an overness of 76. Yeah, we're going to need it. Dennis Rodman. I don't know, man. He might be my most over dude. I don't know, man. Which is his stat, like a brawl of 42, it could have been lower. His charisma definitely saves him. We've already said that he's going to be a scapegoat to be putting over other guys that we want in the main event. Devon Dudley, we're going to see, I think that you were here for that. Kurt Angle, Raven, Sabu. Now, as you can see, we got a good bit of ECW dudes on the roster. I'm trying not to do any more, because we're going to try to make this as authentic and as original as possible. And we do have the Ultimate Warrior. Whoever made this scenario, whoever put it all together in the file editor, nobody has relationships. So I wish I would have taken a look at that, but I'll keep it in mind for the future. But so that's where we're at right now. And what we need to do, let me turn down this light. It's drying my contacts out. Yeah. So that's just kind of where we're at right now. And now we need the meat and potatoes. And the only way to get meat and potatoes is if you go to the supermarket. Okay, where were we? No to old Dan Spivey. Okay, so we were leaving off at Doink the Clown. Yeah, no thanks on Doink the Clown. Dory Funk Jr., he's probably very busy training people at the time, because I believe that's what he was doing in real life at the time. Who the hell is this? You in a tag team? Nothing? Because, I was thinking maybe he could have been a part of it, some forgotten tag team, but I don't know who this guy is, so no. Francine, what's your overness? An 83 charisma. I think it was a little bit higher in 97. I think so. I think people shit on Francine. I think that she deserves way more credit. George Animal Steel. 57 at such low stats. Never. Would never happen. Jim Neidhart. That's another solid no. Even though his charisma is high. And if we were to ever get a Bret Hart, which would be amazing. Jesus Christ, look at those stats. Good God. Okay, so we got the Garvin brothers. We could get Ronnie Garvin and Jimmy Garvin for the tag division. I don't like that idea, so I'm going to quickly just move on to the next one. John Coronis. I mean, that's another. I mean, him and Saturn, dope ass tag team, but they're in the ECW, and if like absolute worst comes to absolute worst, then we would come to that. Junkyard Dog. Man, pretty high charisma though. Well, is he retired at this time? No, he's not. So he's actually still wrestling. If you want to do Junkyard Dog, let me know. I think that Jushin Thunder Liger would be great. Especially because I would like to have a Cruiserweight title. Whoops. We have to keep him on open too, because he is touring in Japan. Man, my contacts all of a sudden just like got so dry it's unbearable. But okay, so we got another not super old timer. I mean, King Kong Bundy in 97 is only 40. So Tim, let me know if you're still watching in the chat, because I have something I want to show you. This is hilarious. You will find it very funny. But King Kong Bundy, yes. Okay. So, dude, I downloaded this, and I did not know they have the NWL from 1997 in the game with pictures. Guys, viewers at home, this is the promotion from my hometown. This is the promotion that is in the city next to me. It's in Hagerstown, Maryland. But this is their promotion, and this is, I just downloaded this off the internet. I don't know the people who made this. And they added the guy who trained me to be a professional wrestler, Shane Shadows. He's in the game. And I guess he was 24 years old in 1997, which I believe. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I think you were saying the same exact thing, that your promotion was in yours. But, yeah, I spent a lot of time in the locker room with Switchblade, growing up in the business. Salvatore Sincere, everybody knows him. Tom Brandy, who also, he plays the Patriot on the indie scene now, too. John Rambo, who was the booker for the promotion, not the promoter, but he was actually the booker. This is back whenever promotions still had bookers. Pompeii. Yeah, dude. And it's just so funny because I wrestled John Rambo in our barbed wire match whenever I was in the business for 2 years. Like, I'd only been in the business 2 years, and there was somebody who didn't show up, and I had to wrestle. Well, I didn't have a match because I sucked, and he just asked anybody to get into the match, and I rose my hand, and he said it was okay. And this was back in the day whenever people would still gig. I don't know how often they do it now, but John would go ahead and cut his forehead open, and he told me to punch him, like in the forehead, to get it to really start going. But I didn't get what he was saying because I was only like 20 years old. And he was like, go ahead and give me a shot. So I give him this nice little worked punch. I mean, because this dude's the booker. I'm not trying to piss him off. And he's like, no, you gotta hit me. So I blasted him, and his just crimson mask. He just got good memories of old John Rambo, man. Jimmy Cicero, plenty of locker rooms with that guy. But anyway, I mean, if we wanted to buy out the entire NWL, let's see if we could. Other promotions, National Wrestling League, attempt buyout. Shit. I would love to own it one day, though. We'll see how bad it does. It's a small promotion. Most of the time, small promotions, they run out of money. Yep. And then old Phoenix Pro Wrestling will come. Wait, can I give you money? Okay. Give money. For anybody who's been playing a while, you already know this, but if you can give money to a promotion, they may be on the brink of doing bad, they may already be doing bad, or they may only have like $1 million. So for example, World Wrestling Federation, give money. Nah, they turn down your financial assistance. Yes. Oh man. Okay, shoot, like for real life. The National Wrestling League. It's not like it doesn't have a library, like a tape library. It's not like a big deal or anything. Like it's in this game. Who gives a fuck? But there was a lady who bought the National Wrestling League for an undisclosed amount of money. And whenever I started asking around, I was like, what the fuck does undisclosed amount of money mean? I heard she bought the National Wrestling League for $10,000. Why would you do that? You're literally just handing money over to someone. What was the National Wrestling League pulling 500 fans? 1,000 fans downtown? Or was it a dead company that wasn't running shows and hadn't run shows in years? She literally gave that man $10,000. But see, and that's one of the cool things about pro wrestling. That's my dream, is to have something worth so much in the professional wrestling business that somebody wants to buy it from me, like an intellectual property. I'll just fucking give it to you, and I'll start a new one. But yeah, she did. She got worked bad, dude. I mean, and you see it all the time. I mean, this is a carny ass business. You see it constantly, and you try not to get worked yourself. But let me check the chat here. I think old Timmy said something. Yeah, well, beautiful downtown Hagerstown. Yeah, man. But so okay. So do we want to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get the boring parts out first, like sponsorships. You just need to find 4 bullshit sponsors that'll. Like 1-800-COLLECT Budweiser. We could just use that. Budweiser's going to be giving us $290,000 per month, or pay per show. I never realized that. Okay, do we want to offer them the main? Yeah, we're edgy. So Budweiser is totally our main sponsor. 1-800-COLLECT, that is still a thing at the time. God, it takes me back. Can we get Nickelodeon to sponsor us? Because they are rad in 1997. Steve Weiser's better. Oh, hell yeah, son. Hey, hit follow. You'll really like what happens whenever you hit follow. You'll really like that shit. I'm not just coaxing you into following me, but you'll especially really like the message that pops up. I'm watching now. I'm waiting for you to follow. Oh, hell yeah, son. Hell yeah. That's actually legitimately my voice because I ran out of Dr. Pepper. And my voice is starting to get very dry. Very dry. Very dry. I got worked. Yeah, you pretty much did. Hey, dude, but that's pretty cool, though, right? Oh, hell yeah, son. I paid a guy on Fiverr $800 to think of a slogan for me for the channel. And he thought of, oh, hell yeah, son. So, and dude, and I've never gotten worked in my life. I think I got a pretty good deal. Lazy Boy Furniture. So we are now sponsored by a very comfortable couch. And so every single backstage scene, we will write a couch into the scene. New Era Caps. They are offering us more money. Hello. Hi. Do you? Yeah? Come here. We're live. I actually do have viewers. Come over here. See? Do you see everybody out there? What do they look like?
Why are these circles?
That's my light, so the people can see my face. This is my microphone, see?
This is the microphone.
And then right here you are on TV. Because this camera right here is recording us. See? Cool, right? It's very cool.
Yes.
Isn't it cool?
Yes.
Tell him it's
super
cool.
Cute.
Yeah, it's super cute too.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would say it's awesome. Okay, so, are you done? You want to let Daddy play?
Yes.
Okay. I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Okay. You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yes. Bye, bye.
Say thanks for watching.
Just for watching.
See you next video.
See you next video.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, see ya. Love you, bye.
Bye.
All right, now it's time to get out of the frame. Once we say goodbye, you're supposed to go out of the frame.
It's hot. It's a microphone.
Yeah, there's a microphone. Exit stage left. Exit stage right. All I know is that the Ultimate Warrior is totally out of control. Yeah, dude. Being a parent's pretty dope, especially a lot of the workers that I'm friends with, they got kids too, and most of their kids know spots. They can do spots, and especially there's a guy that lives around here who's like a Rob Van Dam type, named Robbie Page, and his son was like doing like monkey flips, arm drags, like Ricky Morton would be so proud, dude, so proud. But anyways, hopping on back into the game. What? We can go ahead, and now that we have sponsors, we can, yes, slow down, dude. Like, your back is going to appreciate that you slow down. Your neck is going to appreciate that you slow down. You're going to get more miles, dude. More miles. And that's what matters. You want to stay involved as long as you can, don't you? So let's clear all this. I like to go ahead and go into the options and into the mail. Set all mail to never, except for wrestlers leaving. I like to know that. You guys let me know too. Who you'd like to... What do you want your mail to be? The wrestler hiring? I want to know who all is hiring. Back in, like, dude, bro. I actually just got to come back into wrestling at the tail end of last year because I got dropped on my neck off of a body slam. So I was out myself until a chiropractor fixed me up, dude. But bankruptcies, don't care. Ownership change, don't care. Developmental. Oh wait, yes, always on that, because we need to keep an eye on AJ Styles. We want to get him up as soon as possible. Let me see that. Spots for the young boys. I'll take 2 bumps in a match, and the rest we work the crowd. Dude, I will never forget it, man. There was a night where I was the heavyweight champion for a company, and a match earlier in the card was a cage match, and dude, these dudes did everything. There was a stalling superplex, not off the tippy top of the cage, but like the dude who took the superplex went off of the top of the cage, and the crowd was like stupid about that match. Well, later on in the night, I had a plain Jane, just heavyweight title defense against this dude who was super good friends with those guys. And he looked at me and he was like, dude, they just went out there and fucking killed it. Like, I don't know what we're going to be able to do to top that. And I looked at him and I said, because he was trying to add stuff to the match. Like, dude, we should fucking do this crazy thing. And I was like, no. Every single thing that we planned earlier, we're not changing a goddamn thing. You're gonna sell, and you're gonna do everything. You're just gonna follow me, dude. And he did. And we had a bigger reaction than the cage match. Because if you work right, you will get a reaction every single time. And your body won't be broken. Staff hirings, don't care. Staff leavings, don't care. Retirement, don't care. TV deals. I'm a little interested in TV deals. Sponsorship. Nah, don't care about sponsorship. TV shows, big events held. Yeah. I want only direct or above. Or actually always. Oh, watch your head, baby. Sorry, my daughter's going underneath the broadcasting station. I got this big table here. And she's going underneath the broadcast station. It's like in EWR. You'll have a spotty match. The crowd reaction is huge. And attack the 100% match quality, and the fans were disappointed. Right. Yeah. Whenever they put together this game, dude, the guy was very smart about it, man. Very smart. It's very hip to how things really work for wrestling, which is probably why we're still playing it after 20 years. So, okay. I think it'll be pretty dope to go to the next day. Actually, I'm very sorry. We need to change to a weekly model for right now. Let me know if you want it to be a pay-per-view or a large event. Well, I'm sorry. It actually has to be a pay-per-view because we're national. It shouldn't be large. But, we can call it Phoenix Rising if you'd like, because that makes sense. Rising from the ashes. Oh, and we don't have any, we want it on Wednesdays, by the way.
Let's go.
Because that's when the NWA TNA ran their weekly pay-per-views, and they did very well for themselves. Oh, we got 10 minutes left of the stream. Yeah, we're only going to be streaming for 10 more minutes, and then we will be done for the evening. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to do before we go to the next day?
Hey, come on.
I don't think so.
Come on, let's go. Let's go play your game.
Wait, staff. Duh. Jesus.
You want to take that out with you?
With Daddy.
So a national promotion, because we don't want
It's
any decent announcers being signed up by somebody else.
Here, let's go. Let's go look at it in the living room. We can't see it in here. Go grab your blankets.
So now we need announcers. We got Cyrus, who's Don Callis. We could do that. Or actually, he's at an 88. I'm not sure. Kisses. I'm not sure if he would want to be on our roster because he's an 88. I believe it's 85 or higher will be global. I believe. So, offer the contract. Oh! We just got Cyrus. Don West. Oh my god. 1997, Don West. I love that. That's funny. I kind of want to get Don West just because if we ever have an infomercial or fucking anything, it would be really dope to have Don West do the deal for us. But either way, we also had Dusty Rhodes, who's at a talent of 76. It's not bad. Jesse Ventura, which would be phenomenal. I guarantee he would not take it, though. Lance Russell. Anybody in the comments, you'll have to remind me of who Lance Russell is. It says that he's 71 years old. Not the comments. I act like I'm on fucking YouTube in the chat. Jesus God, man. Well, what was I saying? Yeah, let me know in the chat if do you have Discord? No, I don't. Yeah, dude. I was trying to figure out a way to talk to you outside of Twitch or or anywhere. I don't give a fuck. We could talk on Twitch. Yeah, so we could because I'm actually trying. I was thinking about doing a podcast deal where I talk to people on Twitch. I think that would be dope. I think that would be really dope. Lord Alfred Hayes. Dude, I fucking loved him whenever I was a kid. He was on all of my VHS tapes. He had that English accent. Loved it. Michael Cole. Man, we can get a crisp, young, wet behind the ears. Michael Cole, 73 years old. Man, that'd be dope. I kind of want to have Lord Alfred Hayes, to be honest with you. I know, I mean, I don't know when staff retire, but, yeah, I guess this stream today was for just putting down the groundwork for this company. We've streamed an hour and a half, maybe a little less. We just wanted to get the roster right, wanted to get the vibe right. I think that the roster still has a ways to go. But I mean, and I'm not stopping just yet. I got 6 more minutes. But Lord Alfred Hayes, I think that he would be really dope on commentary. And even in 1997, especially in 1997, we won't focus too much more. Yeah, Charles Robinson, of course. Mike Chioda, of course. The referee number 1. We won't think too hard about. Whoa. We need to change the overness for the max down. Yeah, we're not going to think too hard about these guys. Okay. And production. Oh, no famous production people. What a... Yeah, I guess 1997, who was famous in production? Anybody know? Lord Alfred Hayes. God, he was great. I can't stop thinking about him now. Yeah, we need medics. I just want to see like who got released, and if there's somebody dope, let's get them. Okay, Brian Gerbitz, Bill Mars, Silent Walsh. Who the F is Silent Walsh? Well, we don't need him. It's a good thing that he's quiet, because we're doing the writing. Piece of shit. Okay, and we are almost ready to go to the next day, and then we will be done with today. Mike Lawrence and trainers. We don't need trainers, brother, but Dory Funk Jr., Les Thatcher, they need a job. All right, and I think we're good to go, at least to the next day. Man, oh man, who's getting fucked? Okay, WCW has fired Bunkhouse Buck. Let's kind of take our time through this deal here. Bunkhouse Buck. No, thank you. Hardbody Harrison. Never heard of that guy. Anybody in the chat? Has any of you guys ever heard of these guys? Rick Fuller? Okay, I've heard of Rick Fuller. Roadblock, of course. Scott Armstrong. Oh, Max. I don't know who that is. Debbie Combs. That reminds me of Rick Combs. We all know who Rick Combs is. Ace Darling. I believe he trained a bunch of, he trained CM Punk? Did he? I don't remember. Devin Storm. Hey, man. I'm kind of a Devin Storm fan. I only say that because I've seen him wrestle in person once, and I was very impressed by Devin Storm. Cyclope. I don't know who that is. Sorry, man. Milano 4. Mark Henry. Sexual Chocolate. Mark Henry. World's Strongest Man. In 1997, it might have been a decent idea to get a Mark Henry. We might want to look at his overness and see kind of how he's shaped. Vic Grimes. It'd be nice to get New Jack and Vic Grimes on the same roster. That'd be dope. Latin Lover, Abismo Negro, Heavy Metal, Steve Blackman? You guys could have made so much money off Steve Blackman. The Lethal Weapon? Dude, okay, true story. I got the Steve Blackman greatest matches of all time high spots. Like, it was supposed to be a 3-disc set. And it got to my house, dude, and there was nothing in it. Because he's fucking terrible. And he never had a great match. And we will not be hiring Steve Blackman. Hysteria, no thank you. El Mosco, Discovery, Venom, and Luck. I think that all those dudes that we just read, I think they were probably midgets, weren't they? In 97? Do you think that this was the releasal of all of the midgets? Because they tried to do that micro... they tried to do some micro thing. I think that was in 96. But, hey, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Really appreciate having some viewers, some company. And I think next time I'm gonna drop the fucking elbow on my laptop live on. If we get 10 viewers, I'll do it live. Kind of like what's his name? He's like, fuck it, I'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. What was his name? But when are you on next? I don't know. I'm on all the time, man. I'm on all the time. Around the clock. Man, I wish you had Facebook. I'm not hard to find on Facebook. Travis24. Dude, I'm gonna cut an old school promo on you. I'm not a hard man to find. And that's my whole promo. That's the whole promo. Alright, brother. Brothers and sisters of the nation, rejoice. Please, please have a good night.